pew, pew, pew.
Hello, and welcome back to Arethian Nights. I am your dungeon master, and I will be guiding these wonderful people through the world of Aerthar to see just what chaos they can get themselves up to. To start things off, we are going to have everybody reintroduce themselves and tell us what they're up to. And we're going to start with Ursaringer this time.
What? I get to go first?
Mm.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ursaringer. Y'all already know I am your natural one king, and don't you ever forget it. Y'all know I'll be around on YouTube, Twitch. I'm also on the Cookout TTRPGs, doing a wonderful RPG right now. And I'll be on SoundCloud again one day. Projects, I ain't got them. So without further ado, next caller.
All right, next up is Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari, or the resident three possums in a trench coat tonight. Here I am playing Layla, but you saw me earlier tonight over on the Bear Pen playing Elijah, and I'm also over on Kira's The Cookout TTRPG and a couple of campaigns. So go give them a watch. They're all a lot of fun. But you can find me on Twitter at Small Shadow Snack, which again is just full of possums.
All right, well, sure. Sir Monolith, it's your turn.
I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter, and you can find me here on Ree's channel Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, as well as Monday nights 6 p.m. Pacific for our awesome vampire game. You guys should definitely check that out tomorrow after you've had fun here. And then also Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Pacific on Bayou Bear Pen.
Okay, next up.
Watch it.
Next up, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. I play Aspen, who's been revealed to everyone now as the half dragon, descending from the Dragon Kingdom. You could be able to, of course, find all of our content listed at the Kira858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs on Twitter. And make sure to follow us on our Twitch channel, which is Kira858, as well as our YouTube channel, The Cookout TTRPG. What big news that we have is that we finally achieved 100 subscribers on YouTube today. So thank you all so much for following us and taking a look at our content that allows us to be able to get that nice custom URL, which we definitely appreciate it. So we hope you're enjoying the shows such as Reclamation, Riverwood Academy, the new Marvel Vanguard, and so much more. We just appreciate all the support, and we look forward to see you all for all of the new campaigns and content that we're releasing. And that's me.
All right, and last, it's usually not least,
Usually not least.
And
Usually?
Oh,
snap.
Would you mind reintroducing me again, please? Calling on me again?
You know, we
You
don't
could
really have
just-
time, so
if you
I'm
could
just gonna
just-
need you to just kind of go ahead really
If
quickly.
you could just call
need you
me up
just-
again,
Just go ahead.
because
You
I don't
we're on a
particularly
tight,
like
we're on a tight
how
time
that
schedule.
was done.
Gonna be one of those nights,
Yeah.
folks.
Just
If you
call on me
Friend
again.
of the channel and wonderful person, Glyza, your turn.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, everyone. I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Today, I'll be playing Dewdrop the Genasi from Minnesota, just south of Canada. I am a person of many hats. I am a podcast host. I'm a writer, variety streamer, a talk show host of a show called Trial Run. It's a show where I interview different TTRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. I create a character with them and run them through a quick one-shot. Speaking of TTRPG personalities, I'm one too. To see all the stuff I'm in, just check out bio.link/classicalglyza to see wherever you can find me, or just look for me at @classicalglyza everywhere else on the socials, but especially on Twitter, because I not only make all of my announcements there, I'm occasionally hilarious, I guess, but I am always a delight, so peace.
And with that, all of our cast has been assembled, and now it is time for us to return to our adventure. Today, our morning begins bright and early. The sun has risen. The aftermath of the festival is clear on the air. But that is not where we are starting. We are starting as a group of As now they are officially adventurers, are making their way through the streets of Alexandria, heading towards the meetup location for Sir Mormaris's expedition into the Underdark. As you all are making your way, the streets seem to be mostly barren today. You see there are some people out removing decorations and things like that. And as you are approaching, you see a train of about 4 large carts. Each one seems to be connected to the one in front, and then the very first one is being pulled by what looks to be 2 large reptile-like creatures. From there, I leave the story to you all. What would you like to do?
Reagan's gonna. Did Lady Pila join us in meeting the caravan?
If you would have asked her to, then she could.
Oh yeah, Reagan would have definitely asked.
And she's with you.
Can't let her out of our sight. If we can help it. I mean, she can do what she wants, but on the highest key, but we gotta do our best.
Yeah.
And Reagan will, well, and at this time, I guess this will be an Arcana check, but Reagan be familiar with the spell Enlarge Reduce?
Mm-hmm. You can roll an Arcana check to see.
Okay. And no bonus. Let's see.
No.
That's a 2.
Oh, you have no
I'm glad
clue.
that's out of the way.
Roll 20 is back.
I'm glad it's out of the way. It's only up from here. It's only up from
Yeah.
here. It's all good.
You have no idea. Never heard of it before you left.
Oh well.
Roll 20. It's like we gave you 1 episode of hope, 1, and then that's it. Time to yoink that out.
Could Dio have given the help action? Maybe.
Or dreams
Sure.
for you.
Sure.
Okay. I'll roll again. That's a 5. That's a 5.
Mhm.
You just kind of
We're
get
off to an
distracted.
excellent
People are
start.
moving around. You see some kind of bigger men and women bringing smaller like bundles that are kind of tied up with this thick string, and are just kind of connecting them to the caravans, and you just completely forget what you and Dio are talking about. And eventually she just kind of gives up on explaining it to you as well.
Reagan scratching his noggin, trying to figure it out. I was hoping to ask Pila to see if she would be willing to shrink the wyvern for ease of mobility. Because I doubt Pila would leave the wyvern behind.
Well, I mean, wait, is the wyvern with us, or is the wyvern stay behind in the cave?
No, she did not bring the wyvern.
I mean, would you leave a wyvern alone in a cave? I'm just asking.
Oh, I mean,
Man, it might get up to all sorts of
decisions
shenanigans.
have to be
That's
made.
what I'm saying.
Decisions have to be made.
Well, you know, Aspen would definitely.
That's your friend.
Yeah, Aspen would have definitely told them to just guard the cave. Stay safe. Be aware of individuals trying to come by. Of course, don't do anything dastardly or anything like that, but they trust the wyvern because they speak Draconic. So, but yeah, they would gave them some housekeeping rules, and hopefully it would have stayed behind. Now, if they get up into some funny business, that's on them.
I guess it's out. It's like that in these streets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Reagan tried to do.
Okay.
All right. And I guess we make our way over. Making our way.
Making our way downtown.
Walking
Right.
fast.
And as you arrive,
I'm homebound. That's my favorite actor, Terry Crews.
Crews.
loves that
the
song.
the count of negative possible events is slowly increasing.
What?
Just want everyone to know that the number of negative things that could possibly happen is slowly increasing. I have a counter that is it's over here. And
Good.
Why do you
slowly
hate-
increasing.
Excellent. I like to live dangerously.
Read.
It's slowly increasing.
Good.
Roll 20 is dangerous enough for me. Okay, I don't need
Yes.
added answers.
But as
Okay.
you approach,
Now the Earth is starting to see. Okay, go ahead.
So I don't need extra credit.
you see a Bromthram, kind of sallow-skinned Dorgar is standing next to Sor Mormaris. You see that Mormaris is wearing very kind of nice purple and blue robes that are kind of hanging loosely. You see that they have a piece of fabric that is kind of tied around their eyes. And the previously kind of, we'll say, sickly looking Dorgar is now wearing kind of thicker leather armor that seems to be maybe a size too big for him. But it does look not quite strong, but much more respectable in terms of an adventure. And as they see you approaching, they both wave you over.
Reagan will head on over.
Head over.
Axel's
And then
got
as you
his,
approach,
got his crossbow on his heavy crossbow on his back. Everything's put. We're in the city. He doesn't need weapons out. He's just coming over, showing. I mean, that's where we're going here to the caravan, right? So let's party.
and then as you
Okay.
approach Sor Mormaris, let's turn towards you all. Well, it is good to see you all have decided to arrive. And I've been surprised had you decided not to continue.
Oh no, this was grave reports to me, so there was no way I was going to miss this. Any last things we should be aware about before our departure?
No, Bromthram knows much more about the Underdark than I do. I'd recommend heeding his advice and make sure you all are safe. I would like to not lose anyone today.
We'll make sure that will happen.
Can Reagan kind of make a medicine check on Bromthram to see? Because you said Bromthram looks kind of sickly.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Just to see if he can recognize if there's a genuine ailment actually there, and it's not just appearance-wise. And 11.
I'm looking him over. You don't think so. You don't see any of the signs of like a particular sickness or a particular disease or anything. Seems to look like that.
Well, Reagan will just ask. I've been curious. Bromthram, was it?
Yes.
I must say, your pallor looks a little under the weather. I just was wondering if there's anything you're suffering from.
No, I was never a particularly healthy person.
I mean, based on his statement, or their statement, is that like a loss? Is he saying like loss of fatigue because they've suffered so much sickness in their life, or
With an
Like, I'm
11? You're not a doctor? But you know, you don't know. Honestly, you don't. You're trying to kind of look him over, and you get the feeling that he kind of looked like this for a long time, but you don't know if it's from birth or not. Like, you can't tell just looking at someone over.
okay. Reagan will continue. How you've managed to accomplish so much. How have you managed this?
Hard work, due diligence, and wealthy friends.
Wealthy friends, you say?
Hmm.
Were they able to help you with your constitution?
No,
I am a paladin after all, so I have no qualms about helping those who need it.
no, I don't believe there's anything that can be done to help me. I'm always like this, and I see no need to change.
As you wish. I just wish to extend my services to you.
I appreciate that. Are you all ready for the journey?
Reagan's height. But looking at Aspen, because this is Aspen Strip.
Mm-hmm. Aspen Nights is indeed. Is there a particular cart for us, or are we meant to be able to go into whatever cart we wish?
You all can divide yourselves up how you would like. I will be staying in the front to help lead. I will trust you all to do your jobs the way you see fit.
He looks towards the others and say, we don't have to worry about anyone having any issues with dark vision anymore. And he kind of like points towards Reagan's and drops goggles of night. So in terms of that, party disposition can be a lot more free flowing. How you all would like to proceed? You want us to still divvy up into different areas? Will you have a preference of where you would like to be, like the back or the front? I most likely would probably like to reside in the front just so I can see what's up ahead.
I don't mind staying in the middle, friends. I'll be able to reach in and assist anyone who needs it.
All right. Well, I guess then I'll stay in the back so that I can keep an eye out for anything trying to sneak up behind us.
Yeah, I'm good with the back. I've got really good eyesight.
All right.
Yeah, unless it gets lonely back here.
Reagan got the lowest perception of the whole squad. Y'all got this.
That's why you're the monkey in the middle.
Yep.
It makes perfect sense.
We're not gonna keep the ball away though. You can just have it.
You could just have.
Okay. Then I believe you all have decided that two of you, Layla and Axel, will be in the back. Reagan is going to sit in either the second or the third cart. It'll be up to you which one you choose. Aspen will be up front. Dewdrop, where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Right behind Aspen.
Okay. All right.
Nature. What's the nature of the cart? Is it like an actual like closed caravan style, like closed door situation, or is it like there's some sort of open? So that means Reagan would actually have to physically open the door to see what's going on.
Yes, there is. So to give you an idea of how these look, they are the four of them are very roughly put together designs on the kind of carts your characters would have been seeing throughout your time here. They are on wooden wheels that have been reinforced with magic, and then the insides are actual carriage spaces. But then the tops and along the sides are where sacks of things like the extra wheels would be and all the other things you'd need in storage spaces. I would say, since some of you have lived here, you would know that generally the inside of it is bigger than it should be. There's a form of spatial magic that makes it a little bigger on the inside than it should be. But yes, so you would, if you enter and go inside of it, you would need to open a door to come back outside of it. Or you can sit on the top of it if you'd like.
If I sit on the top of it going into a cave, that's
The
rough.
cave is not that low. You're not just gonna immediately get knocked off the top like you're scraping a car in a tunnel.
I hope not. We're going deeper. Like we know to a certain extent, but we haven't been deeper.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, Aspen's going to be on top of the caravan until it looks like the space is too tight, and then after that they'll hop inside and just look on the top.
Yes, the
All right,
front
well,
cart
Reagan will
has
sit on
a
top,
sitting spot where you could also where you would steer, where the driver will be to steer the beast, which are these kind of long lizard.
Lizard
creatures.
homies.
Okay, gotcha. No worries, Ian.
So you could
I'll
be
go.
there.
Yeah, I'll go with the side of set then.
Yeah, Reagan will sit up top. Yeah, that's the best way. And
Okay.
he's magic sight. It's just to see what's going on magically. See what he can pick up with his eyes.
Okay. All right. Then as the journey is being completed, Bromthram turns to each of you. I have managed to convince the sir to grant us some communication crystals. He hands you, Aspen, since you seem to be speaking for the group most of the time, a small sack, and inside you can see there are these very small sea blue crystals inside of them, about this big. They should allow you to communicate with one another while we're traveling.
Perfect. What is the distance for us to be able to communicate? How far does this extend? These crystals.
No, they will work as long as you're within 150 feet of the main one, which is on the front of the cart. They haven't really tested exactly how far away.
Very well. And he'll hand the bag out to the others for them to take a crystal.
Are you familiar with how to use these, friend?
Was that for Bromthram or for me?
Oh, that's for Aspen.
Oh, he'll look towards it. Says, no, not really. But if the crystal is in the front, I'm presuming he could be able to provide some guidance. But yeah, if you could tell us how does this work? Is there a particular method to utilizing it, or do you just speak into it?
You simply hold it and express your desire to trigger the magical enchantment, much the same way you'd use another magical item or device.
Makes sense. Very simple. Sounds good with me.
Very well.
All right. Well, I mean, no one has any more questions. I guess we'll see how this adventure goes. And they'll Legolas flip onto to the front caravan, one arming it.
That's what we call an unnecessary flex. Reagan's gonna climb to the top of the second, the second card like a normal person.
Okay.
Axel's gonna get on the top of the back cart, but kind of, I'm gonna say, obscure himself a little bit. Try to, he doesn't want to be easily visible, but he wants to be able to, keep an eye on things around the back. Do you need me to roll a stealth check?
No, that's fine. All right. And as you all begin the journey, are there any conversations you all wish to have?
Not for me. Because we're all also kind of separated as well, but nothing from my side.
Wow, you don't want to talk to the lizard homies. I'm surprised. Okay.
Well, I mean, like the lizard, they don't look draconic, right? They look like the standard. Yeah, that's it. They look.
Oh, I thought you
like
had speak with animals.
Oh, well, I do. But that costs a spell slot. Nah,
Okay.
not for a spell slot person.
Don't care if the big dog. I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
Do you want to hide too, Layla? Or are you just gonna sit out and work on your tan?
She's just sitting on the back, just
She's a distraction.
she's just bopping to whatever's in her head.
Very nice.
The nameless God's theme songs that she's working on.
Yes, yes.
Mixtape is coming out.
Yeah, the mixtape.
There'll be the mixtape, there'll be the remix, there'll be the remixes of the remixes. She's got this. It's fine.
I would just imagine Dewdrop and Reagan on the front cover and doing like the 90s hip hop. Yep.
If I were to cast Pass Without a Trace, would it cover like how big would it cover?
30 feet.
Let's see. 30 feet. 30 feet will get you one cart.
Okay. I will do the front one. So just so that it'll give us a little bit of, warning.
All right.
If I see this, I'll give a thumbs up. By the way, as a way to say thank you.
The people in the first cart will get the full effects of Pass Without Trace. The other carts will get advantage.
Awesome.
Cool. Nice one, Glyza.
As you all are traveling, the first 4 hours are pretty uneventful. There are some times where Reagan is forced to come down as the stalactites are a bit lower down, but for the most part, it's fairly comfortable. And as you all begin to get that feeling of that loss of time, you all come across a section that is less kind of well developed. And as you approach, Bromthram looks around and says, "All right, everyone, this is officially where we enter the Underdark. Keep your wits about you, stay together, and everyone should be fine. The Underdark is nothing to fear, as long as you respect it." And
Divine sense.
Sure. Activate your divine sense, and at the moment, you're not sensing anything.
Okay.
I suppose. You sense what you would expect to sense normally from your companions, but other than that,
Do
nothing.
we have any like fiends, undead, like traveling with us?
I don't think Layla's considered a fiend, so no.
Layla is.
No. Are tieflings considered fiends now?
Yeah, I thought they were. Or maybe not.
Sure. Then sense Layla. Sense fiend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Celestials. Yeah.
Layla's a fiend now. It's fine.
I mean, the vampire captain hit your ride with us. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. I ain't mad. I'm just checking.
You do sense Pila, and Pila and Dio are in the third card, by the way. They are civilians at the third.
Pila and Dio are in the third. Okay.
Now.
Oh, and Umbra would be on the top of ours as well, just for.
Sure. There may be times where there needs to be an athletics check for that, but that's not right now. Not right now. So right now, what I need is for one of you, it can be any of you, to roll me a d20.
I ain't doing it.
All right,
I
I'll
got
roll
pretty
one.
good luck, but yeah, go ahead and do a dewdrop.
Yeah, Gladys normally gets some good luck. Let's go.
I mean, we don't even know what we want. It's just
That's
a
true.
D20.
That's true.
Where's
Maybe
my
high
D20?
numbers could be bad. We will see.
I still ain't gonna do it. I'm scared.
17.
17.
Yep, it's a 17.
Okay. As you all are traveling, the cave becomes a bit more ominous feeling. The sounds around you start to become a bit more distorted, and you hear scurrying coming from around you, but the shadows seem to elongate until you begin to see small golden specks on the walls and the ground around you. And as you look around, you start to realize that it looks like gold. Streaks of gold passing through each of the walls. And then about another 15 minutes, you come across the body of a kobold and a dwarf.
And all right, when you say body, how deceased are we talking?
Are they even deceased?
Huh? It's a good question
They
too.
are dead.
That would be a
They
medicine check now,
seem to
wouldn't
be
it?
dead. You could, go
I
to
am-
confirm how dead they are, if you'd like.
Can I do a
Yes.
medicine check from way over here? I don't want to
You
touch
could
them.
with disadvantage, yes.
All right, I'll do that.
Reagan help.
Could Layla mage hand poke?
Sure. If you want to,
I'm
you
gonna
can
do a medicine check at disadvantage, just because I'm
Sure.
kind of curious.
You got it?
that. Sure.
So the first one is a 14. The second one is a 19. So I'll take the 14. 18 because of my medicine.
18. So you are pretty confident they are dead. Looking at them, they look very dead. You
They
can't
look
see any
very
of the like traces of blood, that kind of lifelike look in the skin completely gone. You guess they've probably been dead for at least a couple of days. It's hard to pinpoint exactly how long from, looking from a cart, but you guess it's definitely been a couple of days. You see on some of them, there are some kind of cuts that could have been painful, but none of them seem like that's what caused their deaths or anything. You see that they seem to be wearing kind of rough spun tunics, kind of like what you'd expect from like a miner or mining operation. But that's about it.
Hey,
Layla, yes?
Regan, do we need to say like a prayer for them or something?
Oh, Reagan been praying. Reagan has been praying. Like you would have to, you could see him, but it's like if you were actually interrupting him, he would be in the act of praying.
What's the prayer? What's the prayer?
Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
I thought put you on the spot, but what's the prayer?
To whatever nameless gods that are out there, please keep us safe on our travels. I cannot speak the names of the named gods for obvious reasons, but I know the rest of you may or may not be on our side. We fight for you. We are your chosen warriors, and we ask that you keep us safe so that we can spread your name further. So that's Reagan.
Let me a D100.
Oh, snap.
Fine.
What did y'all do to me?
Well, how are you gonna spread the name of something you don't have a name for?
94.
Say
Wow.
a
Okay.
prayer.
How many times do I have to explain to you, Axel, what the nameless gods do?
We're not talking in
We're
game
not
because
the
I'm on the
nameless.
other side of the thing.
What? How many
You
times?
say your prayer, Reagan, and for a moment, it almost feels like something responds to you. And as you try to attempt to focus on that feeling, it's gone.
That's fair. That's cool. That's fair. And would that be a religion, insight check, arcana check to see if they
You
can
can try
grasp
a
at it?
religion check if you like.
Okay. Going for it. 17.
You attempt to grab for it. It seems to almost the more you attempt for it, the harder it becomes to feel before it's completely gone.
Reagan will nod to himself and be sitting patiently.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Well,
Oh, just-
if Dewdrop already did a meta and make sure, I guess. Great.
I would say we could just move forward
Mm-hmm.
carefully,
Mm-hmm.
but we can move forward. They're already dead.
Yeah. So I guess we just keep ask the caravan to slow down a bit so we can keep a watchful eye or things. Because of course, if they got cuts, even if it doesn't indicate exactly what killed them, there must be something of danger afoot. So go ahead, just move forward a bit more precautious.
Okay. As you continue to move forward, you come across more bodies. 2, 4, 10 total. And as you all are kind of looking around, you see the stripes and strikes of gold around you begin to become more luminescent, more visible, and you realize you are traveling right by what has to be a massive gold ore vein.
Ooh.
A few moments later, you enter a large chamber, and all of you see just decorated throughout the entire thing are just strips of gold that seems to have been in the walls. A moment later, you realize that the gold does not seem to have been in the walls. It seems to have all been melted. But Aspen, that is not what you notice first. What you notice first is in the center of this cave is what is a pool, or a former pool of gold ore that seems to have been melted and then cooled rapidly. And you see, half sunk in this pool is the remains of what looks to be an ancient red dragon.
Oh no.
Most of its scales have been rotted away, almost separating it in two. So you can see part of it is framed in gold, and the other part is this mostly decayed husk of a body.
Now, just to clarify, in this world, red dragons are not the rivals or evil counterparts of gold dragons, right?
They are counterparts in the sense they both use fire.
So immediately their eyes widen. Does it look like the dragon died of old age? Which I don't know, that can't be the case because dragons are supposed to live forever.
No, they do die of old age, but like a really old age.
They usually live so long that they die of something else.
But they do really die of old age.
So when Aspen notices, they kind of like hold up their hand and speak into the stone that says, there looks to be the remains of one of my kind, red dragon that looks to be ancient of sorts. Of all the dead bodies around, I'm not sure exactly what's taking place. I'm going to investigate the red dragon's remains just to see what I can find. You all can stay behind if you like, or if you can come with, either was perfectly fine.
I'll mind the cart, friend.
I'll come with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
dragons are always interesting.
I'll stay here.
We don't
Thank
need
you.
a cart. It's fine.
It's like
All
it's you
right.
and me yet again, Dewdrop.
It is. It's always us, right?
Holding it down just like back at home.
That's right.
All right. I guess the three of us make our way forward. Layla, Aspen does looks towards Axel and especially Layla. It says, Layla, the aura around here looks to be melted, so there's definitely massive amounts of heat somehow being expended around here. You should be fine, if I recall, since you were able to handle the tar. Axel, how is your heat tolerance?
I mean, how hot are we talking? Like, take off a few layers of clothing, or?
Well, that's the thing. We all seem to have different levels of tolerance when it comes to fire and heat. To be honest, Layla and we were able to handle the tar perfectly fine, but even our friend Dio was struggling when it came to picking up some of the content. So I wanted to see, would you be able to perhaps dip your hands in lava? How far?
Oh.
How?
No, absolutely not.
Mm,
That would
okay.
be bad.
I see. Very well.
Lava bad.
Very well. So yeah, in
But
that
if we
case,
gotta go swimming in lava, then I should probably stay back.
no. Still, I just wanted you to be extra cautious, just to be on the safe side. Then, if that's the case, because I believe there may be something associated with heat here, which means you may be at a bit more of a vulnerable state than Layla and I. So I just wanted to give you that heads up as we move forward.
Well, if anything pops up, we just distract it long enough for Axel to get away.
Yes. Yeah, works perfectly. Yeah, we make our way over to the dragon.
And as you are making your way towards the center of this cave, you see off to the sides there are makeshift tents to you. They seem to have been kind of hastily thrown together, almost like a small mining village. And as you approach, can have you each roll me an investigation check? You can learn.
It's a 10.
I heard that. I heard that
Nailed
response.
it. Natural one.
It's a dragon. It is definitely a dragon. You can see it was
Okay.
a dragon, Axel.
Axel's not sure it's a dragon.
It was a dragon.
Oh yeah, and then I get advantage too because it's dragon related. So 1 second.
It is dragon related.
Oh, perfect. All right. That
Go,
would
let the
be
dragon go.
18.
I don't even believe dragons exist.
Okay, you guys noticed, but that's a dragon.
What's a dragon?
With an 18, you do notice a couple of things. One, you're able to piece together that because of where the kind of gold has been kind of moved on half of its body, and you can see that it kind of has entered in certain areas, that the dragon is most likely alive and whatever happened to it happened. But you don't think that it was a massive amount of heat that did this. You don't see scorch marks on the ground. You don't see any signs of burning. You're also aware that for the most part, a red dragon would be virtually immune to fire. So you aren't sure what could generate an intense enough heat to hurt a red dragon. Or are you able to figure out why molten gold would be able to keep it from moving long enough for it to die? That is very strange.
So they look towards the others and say, so this is clearly outside of the norm. Dragons, especially of the gold and red variety, is essentially immune to fire. It's one of the primary reasons why I can't wait for ascension, so I don't even have to worry about dealing with heat anymore. You know, a hot lava bath sounds really good, but I can't really take it right now. And yet this creature, fellow kin here, I'm not sure if the fire is what caused his death, but it seems like they were unable to move. Like almost like they were encased in this golden ore. And yeah, it's really weird. We definitely have to keep our eyes open.
That's crazy.
Very different.
Wonder what could have done that.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, what if the gold was like melted? Maybe it couldn't get out.
But
Was it slipped, like fell into it, or was like pushed into it? Or?
But it's an ancient red dragon. An ancient red dragon is among the strongest dragons possible. What type of ore could keep it restrained to this degree?
I don't know. Maybe it was a magic. I mean, I don't know much about dragons. I don't know how resistant to magic you guys are.
I don't know much about magic, so.
I mean, I know a little bit, but like just a little bit.
Well, since you probably have the best understanding of magic, well, you, Dio, and Dewdrop.
Oh no, I trust Dewdrop and Dio more than my memory.
Well, just in case, I think we should keep a close eye on it. On a plus side, this is golden ore, so this is definitely worth quite a bit of money. So when we return, when we come back from our expedition, because I'm presuming if we try to extract this right now, it would definitely slow down our trip. But
I don't know how we carry it anyway.
Yeah, well, when we come back, we can.
Yeah.
Is it okay to like bother their resting place?
I mean, people would pay good money for dragon parts. We didn't even have to kill them.
First of all,
I think we just leave him alone.
Yeah, definitely not the dragon. That would be entirely disrespectful. What I was afraid to was you know how when we were heading towards this direction, there was golden ore all across the wall. I meant extracting those pieces that have no association with here, and putting it to the cart and take it away.
Maybe we should do something to hide the dragon then, because somebody else is surely going to find this body and desecrate it.
That is a good point. He'll grab one to the stone and say to Dewdrop and the ring, and do you mind if we attempt to bury this dragon before we move forward?
Again, I want to express I understand, respect for the dead and all of that, but we are here for a job and we can come back later.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true.
I don't like the look of those lurking insects, friends.
It seems like it's been here a while, right? So
I feel like
doesn't seem
moving
like too many
forward,
people come through
while
there.
we're keeping an eye out on whatever might have happened here, would be the best thing for us to do.
It's a good point. Especially with how long this red dragon appears to have been here. I guess a few more days wouldn't be too bad, and we could return back and then give them the proper burial that they deserve.
For all of them.
I am sorry, friend, but we must venture forth. It's more than our safety on the line this time.
So they nod. It says, well, in that case, everyone just keep an eye out, because things are going to be dangerous. Definitely moving forward. And I guess we head back to the caravan.
Yeah, I'll get back into position on the back there.
Okay. As you all get back into position, a caravan begins to move, and it manages to move its way around this cavern and out through the other side. And as you all are beginning to travel, you all have been traveling, you think, for about 6 hours, putting you at roughly 4 o'clock in the day. Can I have this time, Axel, roll me a d20.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Got 10.
Okay. As you all are traveling, you come across a bit of a slimmer passageway. At this point, the caves begin to close up a bit, and you all are forced to, for those of you who are standing on top of the carts, you all are forced to kind of move down a bit, lay a bit prone to get through. But as you come through, you find yourself standing in a section of the Underdark covered in these beautiful white and black spotted mushrooms. And I have everybody make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's always good.
Is this against poison? Because I get advantage if it's poisoned.
Yes.
I can tell by the
this is a
pause.
poison.
I can tell by the pause they had
guess.
voices.
Close enough. I'll be nice.
It's a whole whopping 12.
18 for Dewdrop.
It's not
13 for Reagan.
Oh, okay.
It's not a charm or magic or a sleep effect, is it?
Sleep effect, yes.
Sleep effect? Oh, then the sleep doesn't. I'm immune to sleep.
Oh yeah, because you're an elf.
Natural
Stupid elves.
natural 20 for me, and it was a 16 for Umbra.
Oh, cool. Well, cool. So as you all are moving, you see these mushrooms begin to kind of tremble, and a moment later, they all seem to erupt in this purple-black gas. And as you attempt to cover your faces, actually, let's see how well they do. Oh, decent. You see, as this happens, Bromthram quickly removes a small wrapped piece of cloth, really, and begins to wrap it around their mouth. And you see the other people on the caravan begin to do the same. And everyone who rolled less than a 15 begins to feel drowsy before falling asleep.
I'm watching everybody falling asleep around me, going, "Wait a second."
Well, I got an
Except
18,
for Axel.
so I did not
Except
fall
for
asleep.
Axel.
No bueno.
Yeah, Reagan sleep.
And Layla's asleep too, right?
Yep. She's. I feel like she was like mid bop, like kind of just like looking about, like what? And you just hear her go.
Oh, wait. As an elf, is it you? This isn't a magical effect.
Oh, it's not a magical effect.
Oh.
It's just okay.
This is nature.
Yeah, magic can't put you to sleep, so it's not that. So all right, let's see. I may
Go
fall
to
asleep.
sleep.
Wait.
Yep, hell
They can-
sleep.
Hey, sleep.
Wait, elves
Natural
can
one.
fall asleep?
But they can't be put to sleep by magical.
Yeah,
effects,
by
like
magical
a spell.
means. Yeah.
So apparently, this isn't a magical effect. It's just a.
But this is an
just
ability.
Biology.
It's it's like spores putting you to sleep or whatever.
Oh, so it's like trance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's
No, elves
they'll put you.
can sleep if they want
Yeah,
to. They
sleep
just
on
don't
sleep.
need to sleep. They are not unable to
Oh.
sleep.
and you can't use a spell like you can't cast sleep on me because it's not gonna.
Gotcha. So it's not like Reborn who are immune to being put to sleep. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
They're only immune to magic. Nature still puts an elf to sleep.
Stupid nature.
So I believe that's 3 of you are now asleep. Thanks to the preparations for most of the people here, most of them are still awake, which means the rest of you need to make a decision. Do you stop here or continue forward?
Yo, why didn't they tell nobody?
I believe we should. And this is just me talking to Aspen. We'll put all the people who are asleep, and then just move and find an area where we're not gonna be attacked by sleeping pores, and then wake them up there.
Exactly. Because no point of waking them up now and then
And
being
then
stuck.
just having- yeah, exactly.
Agreed. And they do this and look towards Umbra for them to signify that help carry them in, and then they're going to help Dewdrop and the rest of the group help put the individuals who fell asleep into the carriage, and then put them aside.
Okay. You all attempt to load up the carriages properly with all the unconscious people, which there is more than enough space for. Then you all begin to continue. Are you going to go forward and through this, or are you going to go back?
We're gonna go forward.
Forward, yeah, forward.
Because
seems
like
safe.
going back and then hello, exposure
Yeah,
again.
wouldn't make much sense. Exactly.
No. Okay. All right, and so as you get about halfway through this, not really a chamber, more like a hallway, and you begin to see the mushrooms begin to tremble again. What do you do?
Uh,
I tell people to cover their faces. And I cover my own face as well.
yeah, I'm going to cast prestidigitation to have like a nice wind breeze just comes right in front to make sure that there's none of that dust coming from their nose, and then cover their face to add to that area.
Sure. All right, I'll give you both advantage because you are creatively covering your face. I will say that works. That counts for me. Constitution saves with advantage as this gas begins to explode. And then I'll actually roll for these guys to see how well their makeshift situations work. Oh.
19 plus 4, so I pass, I guess. No, 19 plus 2. Sorry, 21.
Oh yeah, and wow, Umbra did better than I did. So 21 for me, and then 19 plus 4, 23 for Umbra.
Don't know why I let Kira roll it. It's always stupid. So this time you all are very much prepared for it, and even the people in the carts have taken the piece of cloth they've had and then kind of wetted it and then put another piece over it. And as this gas begins to fill the area, you are able to continue pushing forward until you make it out the other end of the cave. And you all decide to move maybe another 5 or 10 minutes further just to make sure you are out of reach. Do you attempt to wake up your companions?
I do. When we're out of reach.
Yeah.
All right. All of you who are asleep, make me a Constitution save with advantage as your companions are waking you up to see if you wake up.
See if it works.
Or stay unconscious.
It's a 15.
19 for Reagan.
How are you waking your friends up?
I am going to create water and drop it on their faces.
Why you hate us so
Yeah, I'm more ginger. I don't do that. I try to
It's
like
free.
Yeah, it's free, but they're definitely more of the shake, more the shake, and it kind of like.
So Layla, you come to a few moments later as just kind of being gently and peacefully shaken back to consciousness.
Oh.
Dujab, who are you trying to wake up?
It'd be Reagan, right?
Reagan and Axel.
Yeah, they get the slash.
So Reagan, you feel actually, you both feel a momentary fear as you feel water smashing across your face, and for a moment you get that seizing in your chest as just for a moment you having a hard time breathing as you jolt awake to find your face and neck are, if you've ever, first of all, don't wake someone up with water like that. There is a moment.
It's a drop of water.
It is uncomfortable. It is very unpleasant. Don't
Unless you have large adenoids. If you got large adenoids that I do, then you're fine. But if you don't, got,
it is very unpleasant. For just a moment, you feel like you're drunk. It's not fun. Don't do it. But yeah, you both are awakened in this manner.
What happened? Oh.
Layla instinctively uses prestidigitation on herself just because she knew she fell.
We go swimming?
Yeah.
Reagan's having an interesting reaction. He's actually looking around at everyone else instead of checking himself.
Yeah, Asper towards Layla says, "You okay?"
Reaches over and prestidigitates Regan.
Yeah, Reagan's actually like, "Is everyone okay? Nothing happened, did it?
Oh,
no one's hurt."
We're good.
A little wet from our swim, you know.
Everyone is fine.
But that was water. That was water.
I offer my fullest apologies. I forgot that you all were not there for the presentation on the fauna of the Underdark. Those are night stalker mushrooms. Very harmless on their own, but can be dangerous. You generally need to find a way to prevent yourself from breathing in a gas. Other than that, there should be no long-term issues. You may even find that you have the most pleasant rest of your life if you chose to continue sleeping.
We'll have to harvest those later.
Carefully, of course.
But again,
Mm.
everybody's perception is stupid high. Again, you all would notice that Reagan is not so much concerned. You can tell he's not alarmed by the fact that he went to sleep. He's more alarmed at how he woke up.
This
Whatever do
isn't
you
the
mean?
first time that Dewdrop
Exactly.
has woken up this way, in this manner.
Exactly. So Dewdrop's been in Reagan's house, woke Reagan up, but not like this. So Dewdrop, like Reagan's usually pretty amicable when being woken up. This is the normal way.
Oh.
But with the water, you can tell he's very apprehensive. He's looking around like he's guilty. That's the best way to put it. Like he suspects he's guilty. He's like,
all right.
Yes, I'm just glad it was water, Dewdrop. I'm glad it was you, and I'm glad it was water. For a second there, I thought I might have hurt someone by accident.
Like, how?
Reagan's gonna try to tactically avoid that. And okay, I'll say definitely for Aspen, because I think it was Aspen and DL. Yeah, it was Aspen, Axel, and DL. You all could recall Reagan's breathing when he was training. And how I told you it sounded like a mixture of regulated human breathing and like gasping for air. Yeah, I'm giving y'all that, but that's as much as I can give you.
Yeah. They nod. They're just chalking it up to maybe it was the approach to the sleep league, because again, they don't know much about Reagan to really pull all these content together. But yeah, they'll look towards the others and say, so that assuming we should be good to go to continue, right? Anyone have any problems or anything? No injuries.
I feel brand new. Look, the water's gone. I'm all clean and fresh. And oh man, well, thank you so much, Layla.
Yeah, I would say that's Layla right there with the prestidigitation. So,
does anybody else need to be clean?
Well, you took care of me, fair tiefling, and I suppose if push comes to shove, Did you take care of Axel or just Reagan? I mean,
both.
Oh, you got them both. Okay,
yeah, she got Reagan, and then she just reached over, boop, to Axel when he wasn't looking at her.
I guess I'll take my usual post. And the best way to describe Reagan is like he's normally peppy, but you could tell like he went from 100% maybe down to about like 90.
Mm-hmm.
He's still Reagan, but you can tell like there's a bit of a mood shift to him.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Reagan.
All right. So yeah, Aspen will go ahead and hop on the ship and keep on moving.
Okay. As the carts begin to move once again, Ringer, can I have you roll me a d20, please?
I got you. I don't got you. That's an 11.
It might be good.
Maybe you do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you do got us.
It might be a good one.
All right. As you all are traveling, it takes another 2 hours of movement before anything noteworthy happens. And this time, all of you step into a large cavern. And in the center of this cavern, you see a large 30-foot tall inverted black pyramid that seems to be floating just above the ground.
Inverted? You mean the pointy edge is at the bottom?
I do. And you see going along the ends are these arcane sigils that seem to just every so often pulse with a black and golden light.
This is definitely an Ask Dio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll Aspen will send a message to Dio, Layla, and Dewdrop. It's like, do y'all know what this is? Like,
One of your nameless gods.
is this something familiar to you? This upside down pyramid?
I'm going to roll for it, I guess.
It's actually a reverse funnel.
Roll Arcana or History.
Well,
Or Religion.
ooh,
That's
a
religion could work.
19.
You said the mushroom name was Night Stalker, right?
Yep, Night Stalker mushrooms.
What was
Layla.
it? What did you what religion, nature, what?
Arcana, History, or Religion.
Oh,
I'm bad. All three of them, I think.
well,
So.
it's 19. So
Layla has no clue. She rolled a natural one.
All right, I guess we're gonna roll religion.
Fam, why are you guys rolling so low?
I'll take the first one. It's either a 6 or a 17. It's your call. I had my advantage
Here.
on by accident.
Sure.
I have nature.
But I will say, Ari, what did you roll?
It was an entire natural one.
I think it
No,
was
what check
Dewdrop
did
was
you
an
make?
AT, right?
what
That
check
was
did
an
you make?
Arcana check, but it really didn't matter because everything listed was a
Yeah.
+1. So it's
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And what did
Yeah,
you
no.
roll for Dewdrop?
I rolled religion.
All right, so you got an 18.
got
Unfortunately, I
19.
don't think you had 19. Oh, okay. Well, you would realize looking at this is that there are some of these symbols appear to be not quite religious, but you've seen them listed amongst divine texts before. You haven't seen too many of them since your studies have been more druidic, but you have seen some of these runes before. You can tell that they are definitely a type of sealing or a binding magic, but that's it. I will say, Ari, you can have advantage on the roll. We'll say that Dio is helping you, because I don't want to roll for
it's
Dio
with
when Dio's not
Arcana.
here.
Let's see.
And Axel, did you make a roll? I don't think
It's a
so.
The
It's a
only roll I
12
can
now.
think would be nature, and this isn't a nature thing, right?
No.
Yeah. That's what I
With the
thought.
12 on your check there, it's a black pyramid. It looks pretty old. There's definitely some magic involved.
I guess I'll try. I guess because I do have a level of sorcerer, so maybe it's a natural inclination, but it's not much.
I'm gonna go ask
Natural 20.
the people if they know anything about it. Just in case if it was part of their orientation.
We got a whole young goddess with us.
Oh yeah. Ask Pila.
You wish to ask Pila?
Well, I'm gonna ask the people we're traveling with because
Hmm.
they seem to have had an orientation. Somebody else can ask Pila.
Hope there's a braille version for Mormaris. We gonna find out.
Mormaris did not join you on the actual expedition.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him having like the thing around his eyes and
He
all
does.
that.
He is normally seen with various wraps around their eyes,
Okay.
but that's
Gotcha.
just what they wear. So for your question, Dewdrop, Bromthram does kind of approach you to speak. Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen it before. Don't recognize any of the runes either. They don't seem to be dwarvish.
It looks like something sealed behind this thing, and whoever sealed it made sure they stayed that way. So I think we should keep it that way.
Not my decision.
By the way, somehow I rolled 17 on that one, 16 plus 1 for the Arcana check.
I was expecting it to be higher, to be honest. I was expecting a natural 20, but that's okay.
I wish. These Dragon Knights are coming in strong, though, I will admit.
With the 17 in Arcana, You do know that the when you know it's magical, it's very magical. It does seem to be some sort of binding or some sort of holding effect to you. It looks like it's designed to keep something inside of it. You don't recognize any of the spells that you used, and it seems to be very old magic to you.
All right. Well, in that case, they will express that to the group. Does Aspen will send a message to Reagan and say, "Can you detect if there is any Oh wait, I'll do it. Sorry, I'll do
Big dog, I got 4 charges, so if you want to ask Reagan to do it, I'm all for it.
Okay, go ahead. Check yours first, and then if there's no detection, I'll do mine next.
Yeah, I'll blow my Eldritch Sight for Detect Magic, and I'll blow a Divine Sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see magic. The aura around it, though, is a pitch black magic. You don't recognize it, but it is not foreign to you. It seems familiar. And you can feel in the back of your mind, there is a feeling of not quite pleasure or happiness, but it's understanding. You don't sense any celestial or fiendish or anything like that.
Friends, I just, in the back of my mind, I get a feeling of some sort of understanding or kinship. I can't exactly explain it myself.
I was wondering because I feel, from what I could tell, it looks like this thing is meant to keep something locked up, keep something stored inside. So I was wondering, give me a second, and they're going to cast primeval awareness. So within a 1 mile, they'll be able to detect, Fae, fiend, undead, elemental, dragon, pretty much the gauntlet.
Who is you? Who is you? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Who is you inside this pyramid?
Yeah,
Are there any visible doors or entries to it that we can see?
Not from what you're saying. You don't see anything.
So yeah, I would definitely detect, of course, Layla, and because of her fiendish nature, as well as, of course, Pila. But outside of those two,
feels very fiendish. Very fiendish.
Aspen, why are you staring at me?
Oh, just get it a pink.
The answer is because you look good.
Yeah, I'm trying to check and see if you have any wings. Sorry.
The real question should be, why are you not looking at me?
And then they're going to see, do they detect any pings inside the pyramid?
No.
All right. Well, from the list of creatures I'm aware of, I can't really detect anything from within the pyramid. So I'm presuming we don't want to disturb it and want to keep moving forward.
Yes.
All right.
Now is not the time for adventurous things. Now it's time to move and come back. We can come back to all of these things later.
Is there like a passing by process in us continuing on?
Yes,
like, are we
past the pyramid to leave?
Does that sensation in the back of Reagan's mind change in any way as he nears it and then draws further away?
No, not really.
Okay.
Still there.
All right. I was checking for proximity effects and such. Okay.
As you will make your way past this pyramid, Bromthram does look at Aspen and Dewdrop, since you're in the front. It may be time to take a rest, though we can attempt to push forward in an attempt to get to our destination a bit faster. Do you have a preference?
I would rather we rest somewhere not in the near vicinity of that pyramid, but not too far in that we find something new.
We don't know exactly what's within that pyramid. To be honest, it was undetectable so far from my eyes. So hopefully, it's better to avoid it.
Well, that's always ominous. I think, yeah, we should probably not sleep here. That might, if there's something in that pyramid, then, it might be a problem.
Oh yes.
Do we want to go a little forward, a little further, or?
Yeah,
Just a little bit further.
Away from the
Make
pyramid at least.
me a survival or nature check to see if you can find a good place. One of you makes the check.
I'll make
That
it
it?
survival. I have a +7.
Go ahead.
Pretty good.
Okay, Dewdrop,
15, 16, 17,
the
18,
Minnesota
19,
Hunter.
20, 21.
Okay.
Okay, the 21. Very nice. You are able to come across a very nice kind of, not quite an alcove, but a separate section on the pathway as you're exiting that is kind of off to the side and tucked away. You think it won't give you, the full comfort of staying in an actual building, an actual structure, but it'll do. You think it'll be safe for the evening? And unless you all change your mind, the carts will lock themselves down and begin to set themselves up for the evening.
Circle wagons.
Perfect.
Start thinking about who will be doing the watches.
We're entering long rest territory or like a break.
Long
Just for
rest,
clarification.
right?
Okay.
Yes, at this point it's around, we'll say it's around 8 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, that's what they get long rest.
So you all are feeling that it's later at night now. I don't believe any of you have keen minds. You don't know exactly what time it is.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess we rotate a watch. I guess I could take the first watch if anyone would like to join or wait till after.
I can take a watch.
All right.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I got a good little sleep a minute ago, so I could. Yeah, I'll watch whenever you guys are done.
All right. Sounds good. And you ringing?
Well, I mean, I feel like you have a perfectly good guard, and with my eyesight, I may not be much help. Wake me up if you need me.
Well, you have the goggles, but nevertheless, it would need to be 3 of us, if I understand correctly, because Axel only needs 4 hours of sleep.
Axel, Aspen, and Layla.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Perfect.
And on top of that, remember, like, Reagan's passive perception is low. So that's why I'm like, he can see the spectrum, but as far as detecting things, especially in this environment, he ain't the one. But he'll try if you need him to.
He's
If
our
you need him,
number one
he's there.
spotter.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah, if you need him, though, just wake him up.
Sounds good.
All right. So who is taking the first watch?
Oh, Aspen.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Okay. So I'm going first, then Layla's going next, and then it's Axel, right? Gotcha. Okay. All right. It doesn't really matter. It was a 10. So that'd be a 19.
Okay. You settle in, and you see now there are still some people who are still up, moving around. They are letting the fire that they've started to kind of just burn itself out. Other than just the people moving around, nothing seems to happen. And your watch comes to an end.
Perfect. And like before, just so that Layla could get an understanding of who it is, they'll slowly wake Layla up. It's your turn.
It's time. Okay.
And they'll go ahead and cast prestidigitation on her, so therefore, because he recalls the routine last time, says, "You're welcome."
Oh, thank you. Right. Okay, watch.
All right, and Aspen was lean against the wall and fall asleep.
Okay. And with that, Layla, you are left alone. Roll me a perception check.
Perception. 19.
As you settle into your watch, You begin to look around and you hear sounds in the distance. And there's this kind of overwhelming, this overall sense of disconcerting, not quite dread, but a fear as you kind of look around. Don't believe Layla's ever really been underground this far before, is that correct?
She likes the top side. She likes the sunshine and the water and everything else up top. She is not a dwarf. She is not a gnome. She does not like to be under the ground too long.
But Texas, though.
Look here, there was
Texas
wide open
underground.
space in Texas.
Oh, and the Umbra will be with you because Umbra doesn't need to sleep. So
Scooting just closer to a drake, just like
yeah.
hello, friend. Anyway, she could tell what maybe it'll be, like what might be making that noise.
Make a
Does it
nature
sound
check.
animal? Oh, why would you do this to me? It's a 10.
Mm.
It doesn't sound like any animal you've ever heard before.
Making a note to confer with people when they're awake. She's just like looking at Umbra, just being like, do I need to worry about this? Is this like something, can you like, you were obviously a knowledgeable fellow.
Do you speak Draconic?
Nope.
Oh, well. Umbra just looks at you like toothless. With the eyes just wide, like, boop, 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 boop.
She's just gonna like lean against him and just like humming a little bit under her breath in Infernal, just like humming a little tune as she's just like leaning against him.
That's funny.
Okay. And with that, your watch comes to its close.
She gets over near Axel, like, cause he's an elf. She's just like, are you awake? Is this? Because she doesn't know necessarily if there's gonna be a crossbow at her, she's gonna mage hand poke him at a distance.
Poke, poke.
Good morning, Layla.
Good morning. It's your turn for watch. There was a weird noise, so you might want to keep out for that. It didn't sound like any animal I've ever heard, but it's weird.
He pulls out his hand crossbows. It is time. Get some rest.
Okay. It's just not even a good question. Just go back to sleep.
All right. Can I have a
Roll
perception check from you, Axel?
Let's see. Put it on normal. 19.
Okay. You managed to set yourself up pretty comfortably, and you look around, and now you're noticing that some other people are beginning to wake up from the caravan proper. The sounds of the Underdark itself seems to be kind of dying down. There's an eerie silence that has kind of begin to replace it. But you look around, and nothing seems to happen to you.
Okay. Well,
And a few moments later,
yeah.
the watch ends.
Well, if the watch is over, then I guess I will go wake people up. Because it is time to get ready to go.
I mean, Reagan is like a relatively early riser normally. He's a top of the morning kind of guy. So if he feels it's about that time, he would be awake.
Did he say top of the morning to you as well?
No. Now he'll just be up and kind of like stretching, warming up.
The smallest 5 more minutes.
You can't find Dewdrop anywhere.
That's about right.
Oh yeah, because Dewdrop
Alright.
has her own special corner.
I guess Dewdrop must be inside one of these things, so we'll just we'll
Dewdrop,
go.
Reagan will pick up
appears
his.
out of-
I was about to say, like, Reagan will get the communication crystal, just be like,
Yeah.
just let us know you're alive, friend.
I am. I'll be there in like 2 seconds.
Okay. And Reagan will say a quick prayer to the nameless gods once again, for he is paladin.
Where is Dewdrop at the moment?
Drop is really near the further part, like the third carriage, and it's just sequestered away so that nobody can see her sleep, and it's sleeping there. That's the closest that she can get to her privacy thing. She
Right.
used to obfuscate.
So are we sailing up?
Yeah, presume so. Yeah, so
Okay.
up heading up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Reagan will do his best to help everybody in the camp get ready for the trek.
Yeah. We're ready to go. Just getting all settled up and helping anybody that needs some help.
Yep. And after everything finished, I guess off we go.
Yeah, Reagan can just press his situation, just take the layers of dust off him. Presti is great.
Yeah, Presti is really good.
As you all begin to travel, that is where we are going to take our break for the evening.
What, really?
That's where we'll take our break. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. So, step away to get some water, take care of whatever you need to do. Then
Bring some
join us
grits.
back to see for the second half and see just what's going to happen to our wonderful party here.
And Ree will bring you
But we
grits.
will- I will not. But we will see
Yes,
you
you
later.
will.
Oh, it's-
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Now, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. As our adventuring party here is settling back in, I assume you all will take the same seat configuration that you had before. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, Ari, can you roll me a d20, please?
You got this, Ari. Well, I mean, we don't really know what number we want, but okay.
Oh no. It's a what? It's a D what?
20.
Oh no. Okay.
Wait, was it that one?
No, it's a 7.
Okay. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sorry in advance, just in case.
Nah, you good.
If we died tonight, it was via D&D Beyond.
You good. It's fine.
I think what we should do is what we've been doing this entire time. Just be like, cool. All right, let's go.
Yep.
Feels like
Agreed.
whatever it is, we'll be just like, all right, bye.
Sure. All right. As you all are traveling, you make it another hour before you come across what looks to be like an abandoned miner's camp. You see there is dried blood that has been kind of smeared on a wall to your right, as if someone had kind of placed a hand there. And you see that there is an open building. Do you all wish to approach, or do you keep moving?
An open building?
Yeah, just like a doorway that has been either the door is either opened or has been removed. You can't tell from where you are.
Oh, we can hear you.
Moving.
Oh,
Sounds like bad things.
Yeah.
We keep moving.
What's the worst that could happen?
Everything.
We're not here to pick up any ghosts, no haunting. Let's go.
And off we go.
I mean, I
One
got it.
person.
Divine sense. Why not? Is there anything undead?
You don't sense anything.
All right, well, looks like we don't need to go check anything. Let's go.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side while that open thing is there, because it's definitely open. They're going to go ahead and cast Primeval Awareness. So once again, within the 1 mile, detect any one of those creatures or creature types.
A whole mile.
Aberrations are included in that, right?
Yep.
You do sense various creatures, monstrosities,
All right, well, let's go.
aberrations, many things. Many things, man.
Yep. Ash would definitely inform them of
You
that.
No, you don't sense them in the room with you, though. I believe I did say I was making that better than it normally is. So you know that they are not close to you at the moment.
Oh, they're not close. Okay. So yeah, they will give that to the others, but continue to follow suit.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
We're not looking for trouble this time around.
Not
Mhm.
this
Seem
time. I
to
want our
be-
money and get out.
Drop. Sometimes it's more than money.
You
Right
all seem
now,
to be
we're poor.
terrified.
It is about money.
Yeah, I agree with Dewdrop. It is really about money right now.
Ladies, sometimes we just have to do the right thing.
We are doing the right
as-
thing. We're protecting our carriage. That is, we have been trusted with the lives of these people.
Eh,
Sure, there's
Well,
money involved, but we have been trusted with their lives.
And protecting their lives does not involve poking whatever could have possibly caused that hand smear across the wall.
I'm all for protecting the people, but sometimes it's about more than money.
And Aspen
Well, I'm
does.
here for the money.
And my mental well-being says we move on.
Aspen does make a statement within the content says, by the way, the reason why I'm here, I kind of mentioned it was to find out clues regarding my sister, Aline. I'm presuming this isn't the place where it's going to be there, but there will be a time where I will need to scurry off and do some investigating because my sister was last seen in this location. That was the only reason why I took this expedition. It was not for the money.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
We
Well,
will
we
cross
are
that
going to-
bridge when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
We are headed to meet those that may want to trade. Perhaps we could exchange for information.
Wait. Oh yes, that's true. There will be trade done. Mm-hmm. Perfect. So, yep, keep good.
Okay. You all continue past the miners' camp and you continue forward. The next stage of your journey seems to go by pretty quietly. Here, can I have you roll me a d20, please?
Okay. $15.
Alright, as you all are traveling, you all begin to feel the temperature increase. For Axel, Dewdrop, and Reagan, you feel it much more intensely than the others. And you begin to notice that even the people in the caravan proper begin to begin wiping their faces as the sweat begins to beat down their face. Until you all enter into a cavern and you see in front of you is a 15-foot wide ledge overlooking what looks to be like a pocket of molten lava. You can see that there is another ledge about 5 feet across from you that is about 30 feet wide. Below you, as you look, you can see that there are a number of what looks to be lizards made out of flame, kind of erupting from this pool of lava and moving around. And you can see on the other ledge is a corpse, seemed to have been half burnt to ashes. And you can catch the glint of a circlet on its head.
Let's leave the
Happens
lizards
when we
alone.
mess with things.
Mm.
That.
We didn't touch anything.
And that's why we're
and
not
and
like
that's
that.
why we're not burned like that.
Well, where are we going to go?
Well, we have to make our way across the ledge. It looks like it could fit our caravans. However, we would definitely have to keep a close eye out. How far does the lizards appear to be from the ledge to us?
Below you, they're about 10 feet below you.
10
That's
feet?
not very far at all.
Hmm?
That's a high jump for some creatures.
So this could definitely be of a
How many
dangerous
lizards are there?
circumstance.
How many lizards are there?
Oh, let's say that again. You sorry, your
Two.
gate 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Two?
Oval.
I mean, if there's only 2 lizards, is it worth risking? I guess we could start going by, and if they become a problem, we'll deal with it. But more likely to take damage if we're, in the process of shimmying along the ledge.
Well, I don't wish to attack blindly.
attack us?
Yeah, if they don't attack us, they may be domiciled. We're not sure. I say
Domicile is a house.
Mhm.
Is it
Docile.
Docile,
Docile
right.
is what you
Docile,
are.
yeah, docile,
Domicile
yeah.
is a house.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, docile. So I still say we still approach cautiously and keep an eye out on them. And if they attempt to attack us, then of course we respond with appropriate force. But at least we know that's there.
All right. Well, proceed with caution. Nobody
That's-
poke the lizards unless they poke first.
Mhm.
So you guys attempting to go across the ledge? There is about a 5-foot gap between the two. So you will have to navigate that, or you can attempt to go down and then find a way across and then go back up. Or you could turn around and try and find an alternative.
You said there's a 5-foot gap when you get to the end, so it doesn't go all the way across?
No.
Oh, okay.
We should look for alternative
alternative
route.
method. Yeah,
Definitely a
because
problem.
yeah, the caravan won't
That's
be
what I
able to
was
go across.
talking about.
I
Oh.
thought there was no other way. Nah,
Mhm.
alternative route.
Mhm.
Yeah, remember Ree earlier said we've got options, like we can double back and stuff.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Okay. Yeah,
all
see,
it takes time.
This is the ghetto Oregon Trail. We are going to survive.
ghetto Oregon Trail.
All right. You all decide it takes a moment of maneuvering to get the carts to kind of move back and then go forward, but you are able to kind of reverse and head back out. And going back and finding an alternative route will add an extra 2 hours, but you all are able to do it. I'm gonna
Perfect.
roll the d20 this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord, what we gonna do?
Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lord, I'll never roam again.
What were you saying?
Okay, this may be interesting.
Uh-oh.
That's always good.
Of course that's what happened.
Mhm.
Why am I not surprised?
All right, as you all are traveling down this next path, you see kind of a creature that is hunched over in the shadows in front of you, about maybe 40 feet away. What do you all do? With your
Divine
dark vision.
sense.
Ooh, sure. What does a divine sense again? Which creatures?
Let me look. I can just put it in chat too, so you can look too. Celestial, fiend, or undead.
No, you don't sense it.
Curses. Eldritch sight, detect magic.
You don't see anything magical about it.
Okay. Are you all seeing what I'm seeing?
What does it look like? Can we see from this distance?
You can see that it appears to be humanoid in shape, but it has its back to you and it seems to be kind of crouched down over something.
I don't mind doing it. This is I'll go ahead and do primeval awareness just to see if I can detect what type of creature this is.
I believe that includes aberrations. It
Yes.
is an aberration.
All right. They're going to go ahead and give that to the group. It says the creature up ahead appears to be of an aberration creature type.
Do you know if it's friendly?
Oh wait, aberrations. Let me double check. Is that one of the three I chose for favorite enemies? Yes, it is. Okay, I'll go ahead and see if I can do that gives me advantage on investigation checks or intelligence based checks to recall information about them.
Okay, make a check. Make
Okay. Will be history?
But you could make an insight check.
Insight. Okay. Boop. Natural 20 for the first roll.
You can't tell if it's good or likes you or not, since it doesn't seem to have noticed you. But it definitely seems to be. You think it might be eating something.
Like, can we see what it actually is eating?
No, it's bloody. You can tell that much.
And does this type of creature, have I seen this type of creature before?
If not,
So they'll speak out to a group, give me that information. Says this seems to be eating something. I guess we could proceed and leave it alone. And if it tries to attack, we can handle it accordingly. But it's aberration design. So does anyone have the ability to speak deep speech besides myself?
Well, look at me, friend. That's outside of my wheelhouse.
All right. Good to know. I will keep that in mind.
Primordial.
I'm not. Am I aware of aberration?
Water.
Yeah, I'm like, am I? Because that's more elemental, I believe. Aberrations. Well, yeah. I think they assume aberrations mostly speak deep speech, but don't keep that in mind. Well, yeah, I guess we try and make our way across. Where?
are you
Yeah.
Is
trying
there
to
a
be
way Reagan can ready Eldritch Blast? Just keep it ready, just in case.
What's up to you? You can do whatever you like.
All right, ready to action, Eldritch Blast. And well, before he does, Reagan's gonna be like, "I've got 2 in the chamber, friend. If it makes any aggressive moves toward our posse, I'll cut loose."
Also,
Oh,
can I cast Pass Without a Trace again?
sure. But before
Cool.
you do, both of you both Reagan and Dewdrop roll me stealth checks at disadvantage.
Why? Why?
Why?
Because you're talking.
Aspen just talked the whole.
Yes, Aspen. This is really for all of you together as a collective. But Reagan
Yo,
also
guys, I
seems
hope
to
nobody
talk
notices
louder
we're sneaking
than
through
everyone
here.
else. Reagan also seems to talk louder than everyone else. At least in my head, Reagan seems to be louder than everybody
That's
else.
what we call some haterade.
That's actually accurate. Well, you tell me, is Reagan louder than everybody else? Does Reagan talk louder?
Generally, yes, but he understands battle situations. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like, we're
So,
not.
Like if
shouting.
this was
If
Cuddlesworth, I would be
if
like, yeah, that's
you're-
fair.
If your intention is to whisper, then you won't have to make the roll.
Okay.
However,
He's
Dewdrop
definitely
still has to make the
whispering
roll.
into the
You
device.
can't whisper
each other.
cast magic. It's not a thing. Because that would defeat the sorcerer's subtle
That's true.
spell thing if you could just quietly say spells.
Oh,
Yeah,
subtle
that's a
spell?
specific
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
would defeat their feature.
But Eldritch Blast is a cantrip,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we good.
But still, you still be casting, though, right? You're ready.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not
It's
casting
ready.
the spell at the moment. Readying means that if whatever you're triggering it is, then you will cast it. You
Oh,
don't have
gotcha.
to
Mhm.
make the check because you haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he didn't cut it loose yet. I'm letting him
I'll
know.
wait.
Are you
If you're
going
like,
to?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
an event trigger.
So, are you all trying to be quiet, or are you just trying to go past it?
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to
Definitely
go
try to be quiet.
fast.
Try to be
All
quiet.
right. Then
Now
you have
it
to
is
make a
time to
stealth
eat.
check for the cart. So let's see. Each of you are on a cart. So each of you roll a d20 plus
5,
3.
right? You said all
Well,
the
sure,
cards
we'll
have a
use
plus
five.
5.
I gave no. I said the guards had a
said
plus
plus
5 to
five.
attack. I said
You
the
know
guards
what,
had a plus
okay.
5 to attack. But I'll be nice. I'll allow you to roll with a plus 5 because I'm nice. The cards are not especially quiet. The guards are. There's a difference. I'll be
Uh-huh.
nice. I'll be nice.
14.
Because
Okay.
So plus
sweet.
5.
Okay, it's a 16.
To quote Kira, it's a synthetic 20.
19 for me.
18.
All right, so one more person roll it for Dio and
I ain't doing it.
the other lady's card.
I'll say I'm
Is
flirting
there
with
any
disaster.
13, 18, 19. For Dio and them all.
Okay. So you all are able to very quietly move the cart around this creature. And for a moment, as you're passing it, you attempt to be as quiet as possible, and it's almost you become hyper aware of every sound. And as you get closer, you can now see that this creature seems to have a long, like, tongue like thing descending from its mouth. And you can see it is eating what looks to be like a gnome or a dwarf. You aren't sure. Does anyone
Oof.
react to seeing that?
And
Wait.
now.
Wait, is a dwarf or a gnome alive or dead?
No, definitely did.
Okay, then that's
Now
the
we're
yeah.
going.
Reagan's
Wait.
gonna make a face, but yeah, he'll
Mhm.
hold it together.
Roll me a wisdom save, Layla. I feel like Layla seems to be struggling.
Why did you do this to
Wisdom
me?
That is totally fair for
It's an
Miss
18.
Extra Hazy.
Okay.
Miss
DDPI.
Miss Esther Hazy is over here just like hand over her mouth, just being like, I was quiet as could be.
It's Hester Hazy.
It takes some time, and you all can see that the people in the other members of the caravan are very visibly affected. You can see some of them, the color has drained out of their faces, but you all are able to very quietly, very carefully make your way around this creature.
About to say, don't make me have to knock out little Timmy if he start hollering. Ooh wee.
All right. And
But
we
wake up.
continue on to the next stage of our adventure.
Okay.
As you all are traveling, you all begin to hear this scratching sound coming from around you. And Layla, you realize very quickly this is the same sound you heard during your watch.
This is the sound. Oh, I heard this on watch.
So Axel this, right? Okay.
Axel, Aspen, whichever one of you.
It was Axel. And you
It was
good.
Axel. Yeah, it was Axel.
She's just like.
Wait, do we hear from our carts the oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, or was that just to Axel just to verify?
Well, how loud is Layla being?
She is trying to whisper and also mage hand slaps people.
Well, we have the crystals, so you only have the.
That's what. Yeah. Okay. So I forgot about the crystals. So she's like, guys,
What's wrong with her?
the scratching noise. That's what I heard on watch.
You heard something on watch.
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't sound like any animal I've ever heard. I initially thought it was a giant rat. Also, Umber needs to learn to communicate via facial expression because I think they knew something and didn't tell me.
That's a work in progress. They only speak Draconic for now. Dewdrop, does this seem like any animals you may have heard of?
Can I roll to find out?
Sure. You can roll a nature check if you like.
A nature check?
I
Natural
think it should
20.
be a disadvantage. But I don't know.
Too late.
I'm sorry, 23. Why would it be a disadvantage?
You can't see it. You can't see.
We have goggles of night.
I have my goggles of night.
You can't. You don't know where it's coming from. You just hear a sound. You are determining
it's
an
23.
animal purely based on the sound.
We got an ad 20, Reed. You got to give Dewdrop something.
It sounds like it's some sort of dog or wolf-like creature. The sounds you're hearing, it sounds like claws from a quadrupedal animal. Without more information, you can't really tell anything else.
I can't really.
No.
All right.
You're just hearing the sound. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
Sure.
Sound.
Sure, Reed.
I'm sorry. It's just sound. It's just a sound.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Thanks.
It's a sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can give you. That you just hear sound.
Sure.
All right. So I definitely alert to the group. Like, all right, I guess we have to keep our eyes open. Well, good thing, Layla. I guess it did appear While everyone was asleep, at least now everyone's awake for us to approach it.
Yep, that's even better. It's very good. I don't. Okay, can we
can do
next
it.
time,
It's okay.
don't take any jobs that involve going underground.
Well, it's nothing too bad around here. I mean,
We mind our own business.
mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I have a question.
Yep.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Oh Lord, yep.
18.
19.
Is anybody's passive perception above a 23?
Yeah, 18.
No. But I can't be surprised.
That's
Having
very
above a
good
23
for
passive perception is
That's very good for Aspen. So
Yeah, I can't be surprised.
So something's gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Aspen and Layla, pick a number between 1 and 4 together.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, you mean Ari would pick what and I
No,
pick a
your
number?
pairing gets a number between 1 and 4.
Ask one person. Why
Yo,
not
I feel like
ask
this is
two
all
people?
Just
Four?
one of you pick it up.
Yeah.
Sure. Dewdrop and no.
You said
Dewdrop,
Layla and
Dewdrop
Aspen.
or Reagan. One of you pick a number between 1 and 4. Doesn't matter which.
2.
Axel, you pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
As you all are traveling, suddenly the cave above you begins to break and shatter apart as Reagan, a group of 4 creatures that can only be described as wolf or dog-like creatures with brains for heads fall down on
Oh,
top
boy.
of you. And I
That's
need
what it is.
you, my friend,
people like
to
the powers.
make 4 intelligence saving throws.
4?
Ree, why do you hate me so much?
They're gonna eat your
dog?
brains.
I rolled the
Yeah,
dice.
it's right.
It's because he's
picked the number.
punishing
I'm
us
sorry.
for not
You picked
checking
the
out
number.
everything else that he
Thankfully.
brought on to
I
us.
did not. It's not.
And he's
you
like,
rolled the
do
number.
this.
You rolled the number. There's nothing more that I can do.
You said pick a
No
number.
power.
You didn't say roll a number.
You
I got
picked the
15.
number, and then I rolled the number, and that's the number that showed up.
Oh, okay. All right. 4 of them, right?
Mm-hmm. I have
1.
The DC is.
Oops, that's advantage on. That's a 10 though. That's 1.
Oh wait, do I need to roll
2.
more than 1?
That's a nat 20. 3,
Okay,
14,
so you've-
and 4, 12.
Okay. Cool. This is fun. This is good.
Oh.
So, as these 4 dog-like creatures fall down around you, you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Bitch ass dogs.
What's your intelligence score, Reagan?
Literally like a 10.
Is it like a 10 or is it 10?
It is 10.
It's like around 10.
Plus 0. Yep.
Okay, it's good. It's good. All right, so as you see all these things crash down around you, the rest of you who are inside the tents, you all don't see anything, but you can hear it. Those of you who are outside, you see these 4 creatures land down next to Reagan. Now I need everybody to make me a initiative roll. Yeah, initiative.
Oh, this is Reagan cake.
It's initiative
Oh,
with
you
one
picked
number.
that. I didn't tell you to pick. I didn't tell you to pick that number, dog.
You literally said pick a number between
I told
1
you to pick
and
that
4.
number. I rolled the dice. The dice came up. I don't know what you want me to say.
The dice
And
came
it
up.
was 13.
I don't know what you want me to say.
18 initiative.
19.
That is.
Let me go ahead.
That is.
Reagan got a natural 1 on initiative anyway, so
All right, well, so Reagan's going to go last.
Synthetic.
Intellect of ours will go second to last.
Ugh.
That's good.
Synthetic 20 for me.
All right, so we go to 20. You have a 13.
Yep.
Dewdrop, what was your number?
It was the 13.
I know yours is 13. Axel, what was your number?
18.
18. Layla, what was your number?
19.
All right. So, Aspen, you're first.
These are aberrations, right?
Yep, aberrations.
Cool. My favorite foe automatically applies to them. So they're going to go ahead and they're all surrounding Reagan currently at the moment, right?
And all are on top of a moving cart.
Ooh. So they're going to assistantly ping ping. I guess one of them that's any of them. That's attacking Reagan.
Roll with disadvantage because the cart is moving.
A what?
Oh, it's moving. So
That is fair.
You're on a cart that's moving, and they're on another cart that's moving separately. This is
Gotcha.
You're not using guns here, so it's not going to be very accurate. You gotta shoot from a moving cart out of something else on a moving cart.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have faith in your archery, dog. 2 natural 20s.
No, the first roll was a natural 20, you damn bastard.
Are they moving? Are they moving at the same speed?
I hate you.
Are the carts moving
you.
at the same speed? If the carts aren't moving at different speeds, it should be relatively.
Yeah, they're all linked together.
They are moving at the same speed, but one now has 5 people standing on it, so it's not exactly like
easier if
stable.
there's more people.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna hit something.
Yeah, if your goal is to hit anything at all just on the cart, then sure, just let it fly and see what happens. But if your goal is to hit a particular target, it's going to be difficult.
At least they're attacking Reagan and not the people yet. That's a good thing.
That's a good way to look at it. You know,
you will be missed.
All right, so that's going to be that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
We're gonna have a nice memorial service for Reagan.
You ruined my natural 20. I was like, my gold dice is coming through strong. I was just like, come on. All right.
Roll the damage.
Here we go.
If Reagan dies here, he can become a ghoul for Walt on Monday's game.
And
That would be 11. That'd be too strong for Walt. Don't give Walt Reagan as a ghoul.
And a plus 11. Okay. All right. So that would be 10 plus 12 plus 11. 23 points of damage for the first hit.
Are you using a magical bow?
Oh yeah. All right.
I have the first one. As you pull your arrow and you pull out the bow, pull the arrow, notch it. It flies, and you aren't really sure what counts as a head for this creature, since it all looks like kind of one large brain. So you just aim for the center of it, and as your arrow smashes home, you see the creature kind of seize up before collapsing. And the first one is dead.
All right. And then I'll go ahead and go for the second attack. All right. Oh, it's disadvantage, right?
Yep.
I want you to know. You have ruined 2 natural 20s in this same turn.
This is sabotage. That's what this is.
Every enemy that we fight from, that you all fight from now on, is going to be a grave domain cleric.
You ruined 2 this dice is coming in so strong, and you ruined 2 natural. Still, the second roll was a 17 on the die, so that would be plus 9. That's a 20 something.
I hit, and I still don't regret it.
Of course you don't. Why am I not surprised?
I regret nothing.
Enemy is now grave domain cleric.
And that's gonna be 21 points of damage from that one. And that's it for me. I can't believe you ruined 2 that.
In the blink of an eye, both of these creatures fall dead.
Oh, cool. Okay. Still can't believe you ruined 2 natural 20s for me.
Layla, it's your turn.
I've never seen that. That actually never happened to me before.
And can I see the creatures? I can see them, right?
Sure, from where you are.
I'm going to
you'd
shoot
have
them
to
with.
like stand up, but yeah, you can do it.
I'm gonna shoot them with my crossbow.
Shoot him.
I'm assuming it's a disadvantage.
Crossbows fire arrows faster, or bolts faster though. A lot faster.
Uh,
I don't want to
eight.
get into
Even at
firearms.
disadvantage.
Physics.
18 to hit.
Yay.
But it's
Save Reagan.
is this a magical crossbow?
Yep, we
Yes.
bought it for her.
We went to the store.
Oh,
Yeah, we went to
you
the
have
store.
Went to the
Which-
store.
Which version of a crossbow is this?
It's a hand
The one
crossbow.
that shoots out a staff.
No, not that.
It's
Oh,
a
it's
+1
crossbow.
crossbow.
Oh, it's just a +1. Never mind.
A ballista.
See, if you had
It's
bought
a
the weapon of
ballista.
warning, you could have avoided this whole situation.
You know what? I didn't want it.
Wait, I
An
had it.
18,
I had
roll the
it.
damage.
I
Oh,
had that.
does my sneak attack apply?
Mm-hmm.
Was that from a weapon of warning?
Because Reagan is right there.
Reagan's next.
Mhm.
Cool. I wanted to
Don't.
ask. Hold on.
No.
They have a reason that would negate it, so yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I have a specific skill called I think it's Swift Striker, so I can't
I
be
want to see
surprised.
something.
What in the name of
But the
abilities?
weapon of warning protects everybody in your area, whereas your ability only works for you.
So since I got my sneak
Mm.
attack, the creature I hit takes 10 damage, but because I hit someone with my sneak attack, I can use my Whales from the Grave to hit the second one,
Just
Yee.
roll the. Oh, well, sure, just roll the damage.
which is 3 damage. She doesn't do a lot, but she can hit something.
It's better than
How
zero.
much did the How
Mhm.
much did the first target take?
10.
10 total.
Yes. Look here, she doesn't deal a lot. Okay, it's a hand crossbow. It's not like a heavy
Okay,
crossbow.
So they are both still standing, but you definitely hit. The arrow kind of smashes into this makeshift brain with kind of a sickening, squishing thud sound. You guys can get mad
Oh,
at
the
him for that, I
second one
didn't
took
do that.
necrotic damage.
Okay. All right, then I believe next up is going to be Dewdrop.
Right.
Dewdrop was 18.
No, it's
Where's the
13.
initiative tracker?
No, you're 13. It's right here on the thing. I didn't use the full roll 21 because this is supposed to be pretty easy. Though then Axel was next. Axel was 18.
Blackjack. All right. So Axel's gonna take his 2 hand crossbows, and this is the. Let's see. This is the first round of combat. So, I'm going to. Since I have crossbow expert, I can attack with my offhand weapon without any penalty. So I'm gonna attack with both. So actually, it gives me 3 attacks in the first round, so that's nice. So let's roll a disadvantage. So I guess just a numbers game, right? Throw as much shit down.
Hit Reagan on accident.
Oopsie. Let's
Be
see.
alright.
Does number 1 hit? Nope.
Why'd you say?
It goes from a 21 to a natural 1. Nice.
Oh, wait,
Bree, why did you literally say that? Why did you literally?
Wait. We get to roll. We get to
I was
pull
about to say,
from
do I
the
get to roll
critical.
damage?
No, we get to pull from the critical
Stupid dick.
failed deck.
So he took away my natural 20, so make sure he couldn't go for the critical
Pretty good
success
for
deck. But I see what's going on here. Evil.
It's
Straight up
corruption,
evil.
pure and simple.
Yo, corruption.
Nope, over there.
I am appalled
Look at
and
that.
absolutely
Look at that.
bamboozled.
Do you want me to roll like a d4 to see which one it is?
No, I got you. That one didn't apply because there's a bow one specifically.
Mhm.
Roll a d6.
Oh no.
This one-
5.
Okay.
You roll the 5. Cool. And so as you pull back the crossbow, you go to fire it, and you notice that the part of it is the wood on it is a bit uneven, and as the string gets pulled back, part of the string begins to fray, and until you take the time to repair it, the damage on the crossbow is reduced by 3.
Yeah. Hey, plus 1 crossbows is shitty.
Wait. I thought magical crossbows can't be damaged like that.
Listen.
Listen. I was like, wait a second, because they definitely can be destroyed.
I could pull from the higher level version of the deck here.
No,
if you want it to be, if you want one to be magic item respectful, if that's what we want.
Magic item.
Is that what we want here, people? Do we want magic item consistency? Because I will roll from the dangerous
Do you want
deck.
Are you calling us cowards?
That's from Axel. That's all Axel. I'm just saying.
I'll do it.
Are you calling us cowards, Ree?
That's what.
Do that one. Like the weapon is, you have to repair the weapon. Because this one, if you roll 5 or more on a D100, you go blind in one eye. That's harsh. That's harsh. So you have to take some time to repair the weapon later.
It's fine. Okay, so that first attack misses horribly, and then let's see if we can get another critical failure.
Why do y'all do this?
I mean,
nope. I got an 11, so not a critical failure, but definitely a failure.
That one missed. Yeah, that one missed.
Yeah. And then let's see if attack number 3 will hit anything. Nope, but another critical failure.
Oh my god!
Nailed it.
You are the natural one king tonight, dog. I can't.
I mean, it's a numbers game, right? The more dice you're rolling.
Nope, that doesn't make sense. You're not casting a spell.
I gotta make these intellect devourers challenging somehow.
Yo, this deck is wild.
What?
That's her melee weapon.
I don't even know how that.
Triple damage and what?
These things.
That could work.
Sure. Roll a DC. Roll a Constitution save. This time as you go to pull it back,
Bolt splinter.
You pull it back, and this time as you use that bad string, the bolt comes out. The bolt comes out and smashes into.
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's a 7. It would be a 17 because I'm on disadvantage rolls right now because the auto bullshit.
Or do you have advantage on Constitution saves?
No, that was disadvantage.
Yeah, you gotta take the first one.
Yeah, but the first one is the 13.
Oh.
So you take a d6 of piercing damage as your bolt hits you.
My leg!
Okay. Ari's gonna remember this for Fort Worth.
Wow, another one.
But it's okay.
That's good though.
It's a
But
scratch.
it's just funny. It's just like one and then
It's a scratch. You take a minor scratch. As you go to fire, you release the bolt, but you don't pull like your finger out of the way fast enough, and the string kind of clips the pinky, and it kind of hurts a little bit. So you take a point of damage.
That's why we can't have nice things. This is why Axel's gonna start drinking.
All right, Dewdrop, it's your turn. Well, actually, was there anything else you had to do?
Yeah, miracle if we get out of this with everything
do a thorn
intact.
whip. And I'm going to. What level am I at? 7.
Make
Alright,
attacks
I'm
that don't have.
How many are we
attack
at?
rolls.
How many animals are still on top of there?
2.
So I'm gonna attack one of them.
Sure.
To and since it's smaller, I'm going to pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to me, but off of the carriage. But that's what I'm gonna do.
Eat that
Let
fall
me roll
damage.
my melee attack.
Is your goal
Your
to
spell
have the
melee attack,
carriage
yeah.
run over it?
Maybe. But
It's gonna
definitely
be a bumpy ride.
it's definitely a thorn whip.
Alright.
So
Roll it.
would you look at
Kinda.
that? That's a 27. That's a natural 20.
Oof.
27 to hit. Does it hit?
Yes.
No.
How much damage?
Oh, you can pull from the critical.
Oh yeah, you
success there,
can
right?
if you want to.
That's
Do you
right,
wanna
Bree.
use the
Don't be a
critical
hater.
success deck? Let's see, where is that's dangerous magic? That's the right one.
About to get 4 times damage or something like that. I remember that.
Yeah, this is
Where can we
actually
get
a really
it?
cool option. I got you, fam.
All right. Well, I don't.
The magic. Triple damage. Spellstorm.
All right. Triple damage indeed. Okay. So let me
You
just
seem
roll the damage
disappointed.
first.
The thorniest of
Is
thorniest.
triple
The
damage
first one is
not
4.
good enough for you?
The second one is 5. So that's.
It's dead. It's dead.
All right, well, it's dead now.
It's very dead. It's 27, but it's dead. So
Cool.
as you lash out with these vines, it wraps around this creature, and you all see the thorns begin to try to squeeze, and almost as if they're trying to meet in the middle of this creature, they begin to squeeze around it, and then as Dewdrop pulls their hand back, you watch as the vines suddenly rip across each other and then rip the creature off the top. Like basically
Nice.
bisecting this thing into 2 pieces.
Nobody uses Vine anymore. Everybody uses TikTok.
Sure. Are you finished with your turn now, Dewdrop?
I suppose.
You got a bonus action if you want it.
Yeah.
Do I
if you
have a bonus action?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think a bonus
tell me.
action.
Tell me.
Well, let me see.
What spells you got? They activate on bonus action.
I could turn into a. Wait.
Turn into a wolf.
Oh, you're a mood druid? Oh, okay.
Don't know if
I
that
don't
would
want
be
to
useful.
waste it just yet.
Oh no, you're a constellation star druid.
Oh,
okay.
wait. It's fine.
Do it now.
My bonus
Okay,
action
cool.
is
Cool.
can be held. It's just one wolf.
Hey, Layla, roll me. Layla, evens or odds?
Oh boy.
Why would you ask me this? Even.
Cool. Make an intelligence save. As you see
Why?
this creature turns its focus towards you.
Psychic. Is it psychic damage?
Will be psychic damage, yes.
It's a 13, but I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Gross. But you succeed, and you don't take any damage. As you can feel something beginning to fog over your mind, but you're able to shake it off, resist. And with that,
I feel like she says something very unpolite and infernal.
what you say?
Be Pacific.
Something
Yes.
very unpleasant about its originator in infernal.
Wow.
Her mom was made out of elderberries. Lord.
Your mother was
Sure.
your mother was a dirty carpet in your
Carpet, my
Dirty carpet.
and your father was a dust bunny.
What?
What are we talking about?
I feel it. I feel it.
Rude.
What are we
I
talking
feel
about?
it.
Rude.
All right.
It was a static attraction.
All right. Well, Reagan, it's your turn. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Half movement to get up. Summon, sword, stab. Stab at last one. Rolling attack. These are normals. 19 to hit. Okay, damage. Come on. Here we go. 10. Cool.
You attack again.
Yeah, well, first of all, let me re-roll that 1 on that slashing damage.
Gonna re-roll the 1 on the damage. So that's
Yep.
4 plus.
With great weapon fighting. Yep. I can re-roll 1 of my attack die. If it's a 1 or 2, and if re-rolling, take that number, even if it's still 1 or 2. But so that's 2
that
4s.
changes to 13.
Mm-hmm.
Do you attack again?
Yep. Got to. And boom.
Before.
All right.
That is
14 to hit. Okay. Damage.
That-
And
as you bring your sword down in 2 quick strikes, you manage to basically split this creature in half, both lengthwise and vertically, and then the pieces kind of just fall off of the top of the cart, managing to avoid kind of painting it completely with viscera. And as the carts finally manage to gain full control, that is where we will end our adventure this night.
For real? Wow.
A bit
You
short
gonna
game
surprise
tonight, a
attack
bit short
Dragon
game.
and just be like, and that's the end.
That's
To be
all,
fair,
folks.
if it was up to me, someone else would have gotten attacked. But it wasn't. The dice decided, and that is justice.
What is this? The
Or
second
balance.
time you ended the episode with a surprise attack on Ray?
It's what I do. I don't really know what you want me to say. But in this case, we will go and have everybody reintroduce themselves so that way you never forget who these lovely people are. And we'll start with Glyza this time.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Today I play Dewdrop the Genasi from Minnesota, just below Canada. I am a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host, I'm a writer, variety streamer, talk show host of a show called Trial Run, where I interview different TRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. I create a character with them and run them through a quick one-shot. Speaking of TTRPG personalities, I am one too. To see all the stuff I'm in, just check out bio.link/classical Glyza to see where you can find me, or just look for @classical Glyza everywhere on the socials, but especially on Twitter because I not only make all of my announcements there, I am occasionally funny, I guess, and always a delight. Thank you. Next.
All right, next up, Kira, your turn.
Hi, I'm Kira 858S. You could be able to find me on the Twitters, of course, at the Kira 858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs. Of course, you can be able to find all of our content, TTRPG related content, on twitch.tv/Kira 858, as well as our YouTube channel, the Cookout TTRPGs, where we have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. As stated, we have Reclamation, which is, if you want to see Game of Thrones before season 8, definitely check out that campaign. We have Riverwood Academy, which is on hiatus at the moment, which is Harry Potter without the bigotry. We have easily the first and only campaign dedicated to a group of sextuplets under Fractured Destiny. Bonds Beyond Time, if you're interested in Mage the Ascension. And so much more. Amidst Light of Shadow, which has like a bit of a chaotic Diablo type feel. And of course, what we're currently playing with, we have Marvel's The New Vanguard, which is a campaign, superhero campaign using the Marvel Multiverse rule set. We got our next episode coming out in 2 weeks. We'll be on hiatus from this week, but we'll be out in 2 weeks. So we have a huge announcement that'll be coming out this Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. We'll see who the next guest is going to be. And that's me.
All right, next up, Sir Monolith.
Yeah, so I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter. You can find me in both this game on Ree's channel, as well as another game, 6 p.m. Pacific on Monday nights, our Vampire Price of Power games, pretty sweet. And then also Sunday in the afternoon, a little bit earlier at 2 p.m. Pacific on Bayou over on the Bear Pen.
All right. And for myself, there will be a new show coming up relatively, well, maybe not relatively soon, soon-ish. So pay attention onto my Twitter to discover what that is. Next up is the lovely Ursanger.
Oh, snap. I get to go penultimately. Y'all already know where to find me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. Acting a fool as usual. SoundCloud, we fighting, but our beef will end one of these days. Yeah, you can also find me on the Cookout TTRPGs. I am a player on there. And beloved Rivenwood, where I'm Otis, and where I am Stan Malubko, depending on who's in the adventure when that comes out. And you can also catch me tomorrow here on ReeRoles, where I will be playing everyone's least favorite annoying vampire, Walt Reshi.
Yeah,
but enough about me. Next call.
And last but certainly not least, Ari.
Hi, of course, I'm Ari. You can see me here, of course, playing Layla, and tomorrow night I will be playing Sebastian. Over on Kira's channel, you can see me as Yvain and Rivenwood, Jay in our upcoming adventure. We'll go with adventure, and I also play Shay in Reclamation. And over on the Bear Pen, you can occasionally find me storytelling and playing in a variety of stuff. I play Elijah in Blood on the Bayou, and this Friday, I will be playing the sweet, lovable, one brain cell ginger boy named Milo in our returning cats game. So tune in for shenanigans at the beach.
All right, and with that, our cast has been reintroduced, and we hope that you will join us for both next week for the continuing of this game to see exactly how this expedition is going to go, and join us tomorrow to see how our young coterie of vampires are able to handle their first Elysium. But for now, we bid you all farewell, and we'll see if there's anyone else out there that you should be keeping your eye out as we raid. But until next time, bye bye.
Legends. Sorry, I had it.